Why did you want McBain with you for the DNA test?
I only met him at the hospital so he can give me a sample of Franco's DNA.
That's your contact at the FBI that you couldn't tell me about.
He called in a favor for me, yes. He offered
How
his
did you
help.
even know that you needed a sample of Franco's DNA anyway, Sam? You told him that day at Alexis's house?
Jason, roughly an hour before I got to my mother's house, I had just been at Ferncliff, and I just had found out that Franco was your twin brother, and that the DNA sample that we already did was meaningless. So yes, I went to my mother's house because I needed advice. I needed somebody to talk to.
You talked to McBain instead.
I was upset. It just came out.
You couldn't help yourself?
Jason, I needed someone.
Why
I didn't
not
know
talk
what to do.
Mom or talk to me?
Okay, you're right. I needed him.
You needed John McBain?
I felt like I was drowning. Jason, he was there.
Yeah, he was there, just like the church, just like the hospital. Any place else? I mean, after you got the DNA sample, you told him everything about Franco, me, and the baby. Was that it?
None of this
Yes,
matters.
it does matter. Did you see him again after that? Where, Sam?
On the pier.
When?
After I got the results back.
So you walked out of the hospital with the test results, and then what?
I had the envelope in my hand, and I went down to the pier to read them alone.
And he was just there?
I didn't invite him. I just ran into him, Jason. It was an accident.
Sam, just tell me that you didn't open the envelope in front of him. Please, that you didn't share the results with him.
I'm so sorry. I did.
You were right. John McBain was the first person to find out the baby isn't mine.
No, I was the first person. Jason, I'm the one who's pregnant.
He was there, Sam.
I almost couldn't do it, Jason. I had the envelope in my hand, and I wanted to throw it into the water. I didn't want anything to change. I didn't want you to lose this baby that you already love.
What happened next?
I read the words on the page, and everything went dark. And John helped me. He gave me the courage to call you, Jason, to actually tell you the truth. And you got it. Does that make everything better? I mean, I told you everything. Now you know it all. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't tell you everything. John was here earlier tonight.
He was here tonight?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I told him how I thought you couldn't love this baby now that you know the truth. I mean, in the end, that's what this is really about. Isn't it, Jason?
That was it. Around on me. Sam, this isn't about the baby. It's about you lying to me. It's about you shutting me out. Confiding in someone I specifically asked you not to. If you can't understand that, then there's nothing else to talk about.
Jason.
If you want to talk to somebody, go talk to him.
Carly. Hello to you too, Sam. And you see Jason.
He's not here.
Did you burn something?
Nothing important, a lot of garbage.
Michael and I were worried that you ditched your party.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I had put you guys through that trouble.
What happened? Did you fight with Kate?
Something like that. She slept with Johnny's car.
Tell me where Jason is, or do I have to guess?
I don't know.
Great. I'll wait.
I don't know when he's gonna be back either.
Oh, God. Sonny's probably drowning in work, sending Jason off on all kinds of errands. And what's wrong with you? You guys have some kind of a fight?
You know, I'm really not gonna talk about this, especially with you.
Why? What'd you do this time, Sam?
I have a really good idea, Carly. Why don't you go ask Johnny for help? I mean, that is a boyfriend's job, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not my boyfriend anymore.
Oh, yeah? What did you do this time?
I caught him sleeping with Kate Howard.
Kate and Johnny?
Like I said,
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
you got that right. I wouldn't have believed it myself if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
You saw
I
them
walked
together?
in on them. But you know what? It probably would have happened eventually, but because they've been going at it for months.
What do you mean, months?
And then I defend her to you,
Okay,
which
look,
was
Kate may have some problems with me, but she loves you.
loves me. She messed with my head, working overtime to get me to open up so she can pull the rug out from under me.
I don't understand. What would she get from that?
Maybe payback. I mean, hey, look, I almost did get her killed, right? So maybe this is her way to hurt me.
Payback is how it works in our world, not Kate's.
What are you saying to me?
Something else is going on.
You claim something else is going on with Kate.
I'm not sure, but after Kate and I had that fight, I had Spinelli do some searching.
And I told you to stop.
Right, I know, but he found something about Kate and her psychiatrist, and I wanted to tell you, but you didn't want to hear it.
Well,
at the
I'm sorry
time.
that I
No,
misplaced
I don't
my
need an apology.
loyalty.
Okay, I don't need that. I'm just telling you, Kate's psychiatrist was worried about her. What I didn't tell you was he was trying to have her committed.
What are you talking about, commit? Like the Shady Brook?
Yes.
She told me that he said to her that she's fine, she doesn't have to come back to him. So she's lying about that like she's lying about everything else. You know what? I saw them.
Okay,
I'm the one that should be committed for believing she could love me and not being able to see what's right in front of my face.
Johnny slept with Kate Howard?
Yeah, so this is where you say I told you so.
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Everyone else did. Sonny, Michael, Sean, hell, even Jason did. They told me not to trust Johnny. But I knew better. I knew the real Johnny. I knew the kind and caring Johnny. I knew the Johnny who only lashed out because people hurt him.
Is that what you said to them?
That's what I said to myself. I mean, Johnny played me, and I bought every word.
Well, sometimes when someone tells you what you want to hear.
No, Johnny made sure that I saw him being noble, being misunderstood. I made it so easy for him to manipulate me.
Are you sure that's all it was? Manipulation?
Johnny was only with me for one reason, to provoke Sonny. I mean, I should just be glad that it ended when it did, you know, before I fell in love with the man. What?
Except you did fall in love with him, didn't you?
Are you telling me that?
I'm done with Kate.
It sounds like her psychiatrist thinks it's
I
pretty
knew
serious.
something was wrong. Over and over again, I'd ask her. I'd say, you know what? Let's meet somewhere. She would not show up. She'd get tense. She'd get distracted. And she'd get emotional out of nowhere.
I mean, maybe those,
I'd
are
ask
the
her
signs that
over
this...
and over, just tell me the truth. And what does she do? Lie to me, to my face. You know how that makes me feel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I don't want to keep talking about this right now. How you doing? What's going on with you?
I mean, Sam, we're just going through some things right now.
What do you mean things?
Well, we were talking about you, Sonny, so
I'm not going
wanna
to do.
talk-
No, we're not going to go
just-
down this. You and Sam, whatever it is, you got to handle it. You guys got to make it work. You got a kid coming.
The baby's not mine.
You know what? This is none of my business.
You're right. It is none of your business. You know what? have feelings for Johnny. Maybe I even love Johnny, okay?
Okay, I'm stranger things have happened.
Luke doesn't think so.
Luke?
He thinks that I only saw Johnny as a good, decent man because I was trying to find a replacement for Jax. Not an insight that I would have come up with, but
What? I mean, do you think Luke is right?
I don't know. Maybe. Today's our anniversary.
You and Jax.
We would have been married 5 years today. I mean, we have been married 5 years today because I never signed the divorce papers.
Hard to put that final nail in the coffin.
Except I was going to. That's why I was going to Johnny's apartment. I was gonna tell Johnny. And that's when I walked in and I...
God, Carly.
You know, it was almost, it was almost like I imagined it. You know, I walked in and I saw Johnny, this guy that, and then Kate. It was unreal. Oh, you're the last person I should be having this conversation with. Like,
Look, Carly, sometimes it's easier to say things to the one person that you shouldn't.
why do I feel like we're talking about you?
No.
What were you just saying? About how it's easy to tell everything to the wrong person?
I don't need to talk.
Oh, my mistake. Everything's so perfect in your world.
We were supposed to be strong.
Jason's not off on business, is he?
You know, I guess this is your time to say I told you so.
What happened? I mean, come on, it can't be that bad. It can't be as bad as mine. You didn't sleep with another man.
What are you talking about? The baby's not yours.
Just what I said.
Sam would never cheat on you.
No, she didn't.
Does this have something to do with the honeymoon? You're worried about Franco?
He raped her, Sonny.
He raped her. That sick freak, if he was still alive, I would kill him myself. You all right? I mean, this is terrible. What about Sam?
I don't want to talk about it.
But
all right?
I know you don't want to talk about it with me, but you gotta work through it with
No,
Sam.
she's not working through it with me. She found someone else to talk to. John McBain.
McBain.
He knew about the baby before I did.
Why is she telling him anything?
She said she didn't mean to, that she keeps running into him.
He's working her. You know that son of a bitch.
He's a cop. It's what he does.
Sorry, I don't know.
I gotta figure out what to do now.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I would hate to be in this situation. I trust you and Sam, you know, you guys, you're gonna work through it.
I'm not so sure.